Hey everybody, welcome to another Sporcle Saturday here on the channel. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. I'm a wrestling announcer, commentator, interviewer, pretty much anything in wrestling that doesn't involve taking bumps or getting hit with stuff. I'm your man. So what I do each and every Saturday here on the channel is I go to Sporcle.com, which is an online quiz site, and I find a popular wrestling quiz and I take it. I've been doing that since, I think, May was when I started this. So, yeah, closing in on, it's been a little over 6 months now since I started this. It's been a lot of fun, so I'm going to keep doing it as long as it stays fun. I've done a couple of quizzes like today's over the last few weeks. The quiz in question today is WWE Hulk Hogan's pay-per-view opponents, which basically means I am going to go through every one of his pay-per-view matches from WWE/WWF, going all the way back to the first WrestleMania in 1985, all the way up to SummerSlam '06, which was his last official match in WWE. There's 67 answers, so he had matches with 67 unique people. There will be some that will repeat. You'll see that as I go. I've done similar quizzes for The Rock, Brock Lesnar, John Cena recently. So, of course, it makes sense that eventually I would get around to the dude, Brother Jack, who kind of started it all for a lot of people, Hulk Hogan. So, without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into this. It's given me 10 minutes to come up with 67 answers. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I see there's a lot of Survivor Series matches, which is concerning because Survivor Series teams were always a mix of, Hogan's matches were always kind of a mix of main eventers and kind of mid-card fodder. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and click play quiz and play the quiz. So the first WrestleMania, obviously he teamed with Mr. T against Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And then Roddy Piper again at the Wrestling Classic. Mania 2, King Kong Bundy. Mania 3 was Andre the Giant. So Andre and King Kong Bundy were on the Survivor Series 87 opponents. I'm going to come back to that just to see what I can fill in with these other matches. SummerSlam 88 was Andre and Ted DiBiase were his opponents in a tag match. Rumble 89. Rumble Eliminator. So it wants to know who eliminated him from the Rumble. Is it? Yeah, there's no rules. Okay, cool. Who eliminated him from the 89 Rumble? What is that, Andre? Was it Demolition, maybe? I'm trying to think of like a tag team that Big Boss Man and Akeem. Yeah, Twin Towers. Mania 5 was Savage. SummerSlam 89 was Savage and Zeus. No Holds Barred, the movie. The match was the same team. Rumble 90. He won the 90 Rumble. Does it want to know who he eliminated last? It was Mr. Perfect. Mania 6 was the Ultimate Warrior. SummerSlam 90 was Earthquake. Mania 7 was Sergeant Slaughter. SummerSlam 81 was Slaughter, General Adnan, and Colonel Mustafa, aka the Iron Sheik. Survivor Series 91 and this Tuesday in Texas were The Undertaker. Rumble 92, he was eliminated by Sid. That was also who he faced at Mania 8. Mania 9, it was a tag match against DiBiase and IRS. And then later on, he fought Yokozuna, who he also faced at King of the Ring 93. Now, jump ahead to 2002, because he spent the intervening years in WCW. Faces The Rock. Backlash, I think, was Triple H. King of the Ring 02. Feel like I should know that, but I don't off the top of my head. Vengeance 02. He and, I think, Edge won the tag titles. Was it Jericho? No, Christian. And, was it Edge? No, because Edge was his partner. Christian and Lance Storm? Yeah. Rock again at No Way Out 03. Mania 19 was when he fought Vince McMahon. Backlash 05. Another tag match. I feel like he fought Muhammad Hassan at some point in there. Okay. So I'm assuming Daivari was his partner. Yeah. SummerSlam 05 was the Shawn Michaels match. Oh, SummerSlam 06 was his last match. And it was against Fill in the blank. All right, well, let's go back. Survivor Series 87. Andre Bundy, one-man gang, who would later be Akeem, so that's why he's filled in there. All right, so 87. Who are the other big dudes? Because so far it's a team of giants. I don't know. Andre was big managed by Bobby Heenan, so was Rick Rude at that point. Okay. Bundy. Who else was a member of the Heenan family at that point? I'll come back to it. 88, Boss Man, Akeem DiBiase, and then I feel like one of those years Hercules was... Okay, that was 90. Hercules was on the opposing team. Akeem DiBiase and the Boss Man. It's really weird to me that Axe and Smash and Crush, like, at no point did he have a match against Demolition. It feels like they would have been on the opposite side of one of those Survivor Series matches. 89 was DiBiase, Zeus, and two more. 90, okay, so 90 Earthquake and DiBiase. And, 90 was when they had the Ultimate Survival match. Geez, so who else would have been in there? They were a pay-per-view match with Jake Roberts? No. Who else? I'm really trying not to look over my shoulder at all of the Hasbro figures from the early 90s, because that's going to probably clue me in. If Earthquake was on the team in 90, Dino Bravo was probably on that team too. Maybe Greg Valentine? No. Honky Tonk Man? No. So it's all Survivor Series opponents except for King of the Ring 02 and SummerSlam 06. SummerSlam 06. Randy Orton? Okay, that felt like an Orton match. King of the Ring 02, did he face Kurt Angle? Alright. So that's all of the last column. I have 10 more spots to fill. They are all Survivor Series opponents. Andre, Rude, Bundy, One Man Gang. It's not Jake Roberts. It's not anybody from Demolition. Well, the team, when he faced DiBiase, was Virgil on that team? Nope. Haku? Okay. Barbarian? Warlord? Alright, okay. So I need one more from 87. One more from 88. I got all of 89 now. I need two more from 90. Two from 90, one from 87, one from 88. That's all I need. Members of Survivor Series teams. So I just need random heels from that period. Butch Reed. Woo! Pulled that name out of my butt. 88. Red Rooster. I swear to God, I'm not looking these up. This is me just, throwing a little logic in there. 90. Okay, so 90, they had the 4-on-4, so it was him and his team against Earthquake, Bravo, Haku, and the Barbarian. They won that match. So then it was him, Warrior, and Tito Santana, I think, against the winners of the other matches. And it was 5-on-3. DiBiase, Warlord, Hercules, Paul Roma. Because Power and Glory would have been a team in 1990. Warlord wasn't really teaming with anybody in 90. The Powers of Pain had broken up. The Barbarian was in the Heenan family now with Haku. Warlord was with Slick, who also had Roma and Hercules. Was that all that was in that group? So should I be looking at DiBiase then? Who would have been aligned with DiBiase in 1990? That's not Mr. Perfect, because we already got him. one left and 1:40 to do it. Survivor Series 1990. Ultimate match of survival. Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana against Ted DiBiase, the Warlord, Power and Glory, and... who was another top heel going into Mania 7? It's not any of Slaughter's people. It's not Undertaker. It's not Jake Roberts. Rick Martel? Yes! 1:10 to spare. Yeah, logic. Okay. That one felt good. Back-to-back hundreds. Haven't done that since August when I did 3 in a row. So, yeah, that feels good. I don't know where Red Rooster and Butch Reed were hiding in the deep recesses of my brain. I was just pulling random mid-card heels from the era. Logic got me to Roma and Martel, but man, that was a hard one. It's from Brian Zane, who I can't imagine is the Brian Zane. The Brian Zane, if you haven't checked out Wrestling with Regret, WREGET, on YouTube, you absolutely should. He's great. He does a lot of like retrospectives on old pay-per-views where he talks through some of the background going into them, and then he, kind of walks through the show match by match. It's a lot of fun. He's a funny guy. So, if that is the Brian Zane, awesome. If not, that's a user with 55 quizzes and 403,000 plays, including over 103 on this one. And you can add one more from me. So thank you, Brian, for a very fun quiz. Feeling good about getting it right. I guess now all that's left is to talk about next week's video and plugs, right? So as I mentioned at the top, yours truly, Pat Dooley. I'm an announcer. I'm the lead announcer, play-by-play announcer for the School of Morton in Chuckey, Tennessee. We do bi-weekly shows there on Sundays, including this Sunday. I am on a show called Revolution there. On the off Sundays, there's a show called Uprising that I'm not on, but I'm on Revolution. And then every Wednesday, I'm on the Agoji series, which is their weekly kind of challenge show. All of that can be found on Ricky Morton's YouTube, and I'll link that as well. And then you can catch me every Friday night. It's not online anywhere, unfortunately. But if you are in Middle Tennessee, Southern Tennessee, and you can make it out to Tullahoma, I am the ring announcer for the Southern Wrestling Federation. I'm there each and every Friday night. Starting in January, right around the corner, I'm going to be helping launch TriStar Wrestling out of Hohenwald, Tennessee, which is, if you know who Mike Jablonski is, it's his promotion. Helping him get that off the ground. I've been doing some preview video for him, and I'll be doing some announcing when those shows roll around as well. In the meantime, I am open for bookings. Most of my Saturdays are open. So if you are a booker and you are looking for somebody to come and announce your shows, contact information is on the screen. Give me a call. Don't give me a call. I don't really like answering the phone. But shoot me a DM, shoot me an email. I'm always quick to respond to those. Next week's quiz. It was fitting that we had a couple of Royal Rumbles pop up in this one. Next week's quiz is called WWE Royal Rumble Final Four, where I'm presuming I'm going to have to name everybody who's made it to the Final Four of a Royal Rumble. And I can pretty much guarantee I'm not going to get a perfect score on that one like I did this week. So I'm going to savor this victory while I can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.